Episode 10, Barricades and Bonds. Mid-morning light clawed through the cracks of the ranch house's boarded windows, painting jagged lines across the living room. Hours since the ambush's blood dried, faint, infested moans drifting from the fields, closer, but not yet knocking. Aaron stood by the couch, AK propped against the wall, dirt and blood crusted on his pants from yesterday's hate. Tessa sat on the floor, knees up, Odin pressed against her. His tail thumped slow, a steady pulse. Hammer and Lynn sat on folding chairs dragged from the barn, gear stacked by the door. Crates of preps, Lynn's shotgun, Hammer's 6.5 Creedmoor leaning like a promise. Aaron rubbed his jaw, voice low but rough.
Power's been flickering like a damn candle. Internet's just propaganda noise. Can't trust it. There's a solar farm a few miles out, got 500-watt panels. I'm planning to strategically transfer equipment to an alternate location.
Hammer snorted, leaning forward.
Transfer, huh? You mean swipe? That shit guarded?
Aaron smirked, faint.
Not anymore. Most guards bailed when the grid started coughing. Cell tower nearby's got 20 big batteries, inverters too. If the power goes for good, we can keep the heat, water pumps, and lights running.
Tessa looked up from Odin's fur, voice quiet.
How long's that last? Batteries die, don't they?
Long enough,
Aaron said, meeting her eyes.
Years if we're smart. Water's better news. Well's deep as hell, and we've got a 5,500-gallon cistern out back. If the city lines crap out, which they will, we're still drinking.
Lynn shifted, arms crossed.
Medical's what worries me. You got anything real? IVs, antibiotics? Ain't no hospital out here.
Aaron nodded, grim.
Got some. IVs, saline, a stash of antibiotics. Scarce, though, so we ration hard. OTC pain meds, trauma kits, couple books, textbook of medicine, nursing techs. I can patch most anything, but if it's surgery level, we're praying.
Better than nothing,
Hammer muttered, scratching his neck.
Food? Ain't starving yet, are we?
A year's worth for me,
Aaron said.
Stretched with Tess here. Your haul helps, James. Canned stuff, MREs, whatever you drag from Cincy. Ain't gourmet, but we're fed.
Tessa's fingers tightened on Odin.
Stretching it how long with all of us? 4 mouths now.
Aaron's jaw twitched.
6 months, maybe 7. Depends how tight we pull belts. Ammo's deeper. 5.56 for the ARs, 7.62 for backup, 9mm for pistols. You're 6.5, James. We're set to fight, but it ain't infinite.
Hammer grinned, patting his Creedmoor.
My baby don't miss. 600 yards, lights out. Long as I got rounds, we're good.
Hammer leaned forward, tossing a crumpled meth wrapper on the table. Same jagged logo from the SUV.
Since he's a slaughterhouse. Looters. Like those bastards everywhere. Local scumbag, I'd bet. Picked him up on the edge outside of North Fairmount. I didn't think they'd chase all the way out here. But they knew this turf too well.
Lynn's jaw tightened, eyes flicking to Aaron. Tessa's hand froze on Odin's fur, yesterday's horror creeping back. Aaron's gaze hardened.
D-Boy was small-time local. Meth and fent pusher in the sticks. Doubt that was his crew direct. Worked for someone bigger, flooding this nowhere with poison. 2 nights back, I handled a problem. 2 fires. Blue Ranch down the road, shithole problem house closer. Those scum torched them. They would have eventually tried to flush us out or burn us down. Felons, predators, same kind I gutted yesterday.
He locked eyes with Tessa, then Hammer and Lynn.
Law used to hold them back, kept predators from good people. But real talk, law's what kept those bastards from becoming prey. Corrupt courts, soft judges, dirty cops, gone. Good people have had enough, and this is our shot to right some wrongs. They die, all of them.
Tessa stood, Odin rising with her, voice trembling but fierce.
We aren't murderers, Aaron. We're better. You're better. If we kill them, even if they deserve it, we're no different. We pray for salvation. Follow Jesus. This ain't the way. Only kill for self-defense, not hunting scum to gut like animals.
Her eyes bored into him, wet but sharp.
I need you, but I don't need you going off the rails. Don't lose who you are in all this shit.
Aaron's jaw clenched, shame cutting his hate.
Self-defense ain't waiting for their first shot, Tess. They're threats. Seen 'em walk free too long. Courts letting 'em pray while we the good people suffer and bled. Not now. Not with you.
He softened, barely.
Salvation's in me, but mercy's a luxury.
Hammer broke the silence.
Law's dead. They ain't stopping. But she's got a point, bro. Hunting's a line. Yesterday was defense. Tomorrow's a choice.
Lynn nodded.
They come, they're done. Beyond that, I'm with Tess.
Aaron exhaled.
Okay, fair enough. First we clean the mess, then we scout.
He grabbed his AR, nodded to Hammer.
Fields, wrecks, bodies. North Road needs blocking.
Hammer slung his AR ready. Outside, the field reeked. Blood, gasoline, death. The SUV and Civic sat twisted, glass and metal shredded. Bodies sprawled, gutted, shot. One skull popped like a canoe. Aaron hooked the Xterra's winch to the SUV, Hammer chaining the Civic to its rear.
Mile up, north end,
Aaron said, voice flat.
Block the road. Funnels them to the east one lane if they come.
Hammer nodded, dragging a thug's corpse by the legs, intestines trailing like a sick rope. They piled the bodies, 5 total, meat and bone, onto the wrecks, flies already buzzing. The Xterra growled, hauling the mess a mile north, M81 woodland camo blending into the brush. They dumped it across the road, SUV nose down, Civic tangled, bodies splayed like a warning. Aaron kicked a busted rim.
South's already blocked. Bridges got that pile of burnt infested from the fires. Let's make it tighter.
They drove 2 miles south, past the charred heap on the bridge, infested husks, torched from a few nights earlier, blocking the path. Beyond it, Aaron and Hammer felled 2 oaks with a chainsaw from the barn, crashing them across the road, splinters and leaves sealing the gap. The chainsaw's scream chewed through the oak, wood chips spraying like shrapnel as Aaron gripped the handle, sweat stinging his eyes. Hammer, wiping grime, paused to gulp air when a twitch in the brush snapped his gaze. A mangled, infested, jaw unhinged, eyes milk-white, lurched from the undergrowth, claws raking toward Aaron's back.
Aaron! Behind you!
Hammer bellowed, voice drowned by the saw's shriek. Aaron, ear pro muffling the world, didn't flinch, oblivious, sawdust clouding his view. Hammer snatched the second chainsaw, yanked the cord, and charged, engine howling like a demon. Aaron spun, startled, just as Hammer buried the blade full throttle into the freak's gaping maw. Teeth and bone exploded. Blood and brain matter splattered trees, grass, and Aaron's shirt, chunks sticking like wet tar. The infested skull collapsed into a pulped mess, gurgling as it dropped, the chainsaw's roar choking on gore. Aaron ripped off his ear pro, panting, blood slicked, staring at Hammer.
Fuck. Close. We can't relax for a fucking second out here.
He gasped, the stench of rot and gas thick in the air.
Yeah, man. Seems like every damn move we make, we will need some type of guard or overwatch,
James said. Back at the Xterra, Hammer wiped sweat, glancing at Aaron.
Yesterday. Hell of a show, bro. Fireball'd be proud, but you went hard. All of them?
Aaron stared at the felled trees, jaw tight.
Had to. Scum like that, D-boys kind. They had it coming, deserved every second of it and more. It was my call. I had Fireball pull over watch, but it got ugly. Handled it, but they kept coming. Thing is, with all this, shit has hit the fan, and you know as well as I do, those lowlifes will have figured out there are no cops and they can do whatever they want, to whomever they want to. If we don't eliminate them first, they will eventually try to come for us. And in numbers. They may get infested too, so either way, they will come for us. As for Fireball, Clint's at his house taking care of his family. When the rest of the guys show up, We're going to help him clean up his neighborhood too.
Hammer grunted, slinging his AR.
Got it. Just Tess's face, man. She's your break. And her seeing you like this, well, it's hurting her.
Aaron nodded, slow.
Yeah, she is. I just need her to understand none of this changes how I feel about her. And I'm only doing this to protect all of us.
Back at the ranch, Aaron parked the Xterra by the barn. The guys headed inside to clean up. Mess had soaked into everything.
Let's take a minute, eat, regroup, talk next steps. It's been a messy couple of days.
Aaron said to Hammer. In the kitchen, Tess and Lynn were already busy making a big pot of chili for everyone.
We need to use the stuff in the fridge before we lose power. There is a bunch of hamburger figured, let's use that. And we have a shitload of beans, because apparently preppers are supposed to love them. Or something.
She smirked. The guys got cleaned up and sat down at the kitchen table with Tessa and Lynn. Tessa started grace, only asking to bless the food and for protection and guidance through these times. Guidance in a way to follow Jesus and not let the world separate us from him. Amen, they all said, and began to eat. Aaron spoke up.
Dollar General is up the road a little ways, few miles from here. I think we need to go check it out and see what's going on closer to town. We can take some of the 2-track roads through the woods and cornfields. It'll give us some cover and keep us off the main roads.
Hammer smirked.
Ricon's a good call.
Hammer briefed the group.
When we were trying to get here, it was a circus. The main roads are blocked with checkpoints all over the city limits. We couldn't get on I-275. They had every exit and entrance blocked with cop cars, semis, anything they could scrounge up. We had to use almost all our gas getting out here, due to taking back roads, side streets, hell even alleys, and some suburban backyards. Those yuppies in Indian Hill are gonna be pissed.
He laughed.
It looked like National Guard was setting up at the big Walmart distribution centers. I saw FEMA trucks in that parking lot too. Tents, people. We used to scoff at the notion of FEMA camps. But be damned if that sure as hell didn't look like one. Once we broke out of Milford toward Goshen, it got easier. But that same damn Escalade was trailing us the whole time. They made their move when we hit the country roads. I tried to call you, let you know we were inbound. But our phones have been crap the last 3 or 4 days. I don't know what messages got through, if any.
Aaron said.
I didn't get anything. I've tried texts and messages to you and the other guys for the last couple of days too. All the social media apps are giving me the spinning wheel of death buffering sign, won't load. All my messenger apps are down. Signal, Telegram, Facebook, and Instacrap. TikTok went down before all of them. I did see a couple TikTok vids out of China that look like a complete meltdown there. The military flat-out machine gunning down civilians trying to escape a horde of infested. Then the app crashed. As for us here local, my road to the north's blocked with wrecks now. South's got trees past the burnt pile on the bridge. Thanks to you for your help with that. That funnels every bastard to the 1-lane choke east of the barn. As for the village, we need to scout it out. If there is anything hinky going on up there, I want to know about it. With that good old boys police department, anything is possible. They are heavy on firepower and short on brains. Not to mention the local bubbas, most of them, if they aren't infested, won't bother nobody. But there's always a few that'll be a pain in the ass if we aren't careful.
Hammer said,
I guess we should go take a look then. We're gonna lose daylight soon. And we only have one set of NVGs. I wish I would have just bought those when I had the chance.
Bro, don't sweat it. I have a feeling there are going to be some laying on the ground soon enough.
Said Aaron. As the guys geared up to go on a recon, Aaron went downstairs, opening his footlocker and pulling out his old service weapon, the one he carried for years during his contract security stint. A Smith & Wesson M and P40 caliber with 4 15-round mags. He grabbed his patrol chest rig, complete with 4 mags and pouches for extra gear like lockpicks, flashlights, and gummy bears. After he came back upstairs, Hammer looked at him and said,
What, no armor?
Not planning on getting into a firefight, bro. This is a sneak and peek only. If we meet resistance, we break contact and bail.
Aaron said. Tessa watched him load the rifle, hands calm, too calm. That stillness wasn't peace. It was detachment. She'd seen that look before. Her Aaron was in there, but how deep? Tessa stepped close, voice small.
Be careful, please. And remember what I said. We aren't like them. We need to love our people. And love our God.
Aaron met her eyes, nodded. Crack raw, but holding. By the barn, Aaron eyed the Xterra, 2015 PRO 4X M81 Woodland Camo, catching the sun.
4.0-liter V6, feral now.
He told Hammer, kicking a 33-inch mud terrain tire, caked with clay and blood.
3-inch lift, add-a-leaves, hauls tools, spares, food, ammo. Hefty fab bumpers scarred the limbs. Rails, worse. 30-inch light bar splits the dark. Winch pulls through hell. With a locking differential, rear's got a tire carrier. Full spare, no patches. Rock sliders took stumps. Rolls. Kept us whole.
Hammer ran a hand along a dented slider.
Mean son of a bitch.
Aaron opened the door, sweat, gun oil, leather.
It's Spartan. Back seats gone. Platform, lockbox. Tessa's Bible's in the pocket. Reads it every dawn. Especially when we're running on fumes. Radio's under the dash.
Hand on the warm hood, he said,
She ain't flashy, just steel and torque. Sanctuary when it breaks.
Hammer patted his Creedmoor.
Here's my church, brother. So, we scout only?
Aaron Press checked his Smith & Wesson M and P40 caliber reholstering.
Ridge or tree line, your pick'll get you in 300 to 600 yards. You do your thing, boss. If it gets bad, I drive, you shoot.
The Xterra roared, camo fading into trees. Hammer climbed in, they peeled out. Inside, Tessa and Lynn set up the guest room. Cots creaked, Hammer's duffel unzipped, Lynn's shotgun propped. A blanket went up as a curtain, nailed tight. Lynn glanced at Tessa, pale, petting Odin as he flopped beside her.
They'll be back. Keep busy.
Tessa nodded.
I'm gonna take Odin out for a walk, grab some breakfast out of the coop for tomorrow.
Take your pistol, Tessa.
Lynn said.
Odin's great and all, but he's not as fast as a bullet.
True,
Said Tessa.
but he is a hell of a deterrent.
From the front yard, Tessa watched the Xterra vanish, dust curling. Odin pressed against her, steady. A moan echoed, infested, closer. She whispered,
Come back.
too quiet for anyone but the dog.